Hello and welcome along to Aston Villa from the stands. I'm here again for another transfer news update, opinion, rant, whatever you want to call it. Lock in as always, people. Make sure you are smashing the like button, subscribe to the channel, and of course, get your thoughts in the comment section. I don't even know where to start. Let's start on Emi Martinez. What a fucking mess this is right now, people. How on earth have we got ourselves into this predicament? On transfer deadline day, Emi Martinez has shot himself in the foot. I'm sorry, but he should have jumped at the opportunity. He should have gone to Manchester United early on in the window when it was there. Man United have done the dirty on him. They've gone for Lamans, and apparently the reason why Emi Martinez has not been entered into the Manchester United thoughts at this final stages was because Jadon Sancho didn't want to go to to Aston Villa on a permanent deal. So Jadon Sancho not coming to us on a permanent has impacted Emi Martinez to Man United. United then went to Le Mans, and that's it. And now news has just come in. Emi Martinez has refused to join Galatasaray. People, oh boy, we are in a situation. Emi Martinez may have to come back with his tail between his legs and basically say, keep me. He may actually have to beg Villa to forgive him. I don't know how anyone else feels, but in a way, this is a mess. A lot of Villa fans have already said, do you know what, screw you, Emi, you're done, you're dusted, this is too much now. Is there a way back for Emi Martinez? The genuine question has to be asked. Can he come back? Because he's now refusing Galatasaray. He's now not got the Manchester United deal. There are no clubs left. The only thing he can do is get on the blower to Jorge Mendes and say, listen, get me a Saudi club. I'm going to have to sell my soul. But this guy, the reason why he didn't leave before the PSR deadline in June was because he was waiting to see what first team goalkeeper opportunities were coming up. None arose. He's held on and on and on, thinking that Manchester United would be his club, and look how it's ended up. The other thing I'm not having is people saying, but have you not considered that actually is Aston Villa trying to force Emi Martinez out? No, I haven't thought about that. I won't ever think about that. It's been very clear for me that he's been the one with his party, with his agent, trying to wait his time, abide his time, find the situation. I just don't know how this works. I don't think this ends well for Emi. I don't think this ends well. I think he's going to have to grovel. He was our vice captain. He's going to have to put out, if he stays, he's going to have to put out one of the biggest apologies, or he's going to have to make us all think we have been bluffed and actually it was all crap transfer talk and it was all lies. But I've got to ask you the question, is there a way back for Emi Martinez now? Is there a way back for him to be an Aston Villa player, or has he done too much damage that quite frankly, we need to just offload him where we can now, or let him rot away as a sub-keeper? I don't know. It's an interesting one. Furthermore, we have incomings confirmed. The Victor Lindelof official signed, as reported yesterday, medical done, tick. He's joined as Aston Villa player. And we obviously talked about Jadon Sancho earlier today, but the new one is Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott is here. Harvey Elliott is going to join Aston Villa on loan with an obligation to buy. That's the news that's gone round, and I'm sure a lot of you are aware of this who are following Aston Villa transfer news today. So a little bit more star quality in that final third, Elliott and Jadon Sancho. I, for one, if you go back to a video I've done, I was actually all for Harvey Elliott about a month and a half ago. Check my channel, there's a video on there. In fact, I'll put it at the end of this video talking about my thoughts on Harvey Elliott, and I was quite excited for this one. He does add a bit more star quality. He's someone who's got a bit of hunger and a bite between his teeth and wants to get into the England setup. However, it's a very samey player of Morgan Rogers, of a Jadon Sancho, of a John McGinn if he gets played out wide. The lack of pace in the side is there. I also now genuinely worry for Donyell Marlin. Is Donyell Marlin that cooked? Is Donyell Marlin actually going to be casted out of this side? Signing Jadon Sancho and Harvey Elliott, who both like to predominantly play on the right-hand side. What's going on here? Yes, You could go, our depth is back. Gesson, Sancho, Elliott, Malen, depth. Maybe better depth than what we've had. Maybe. And people might go, bloody hell, Josh, is that you trying to talk a positive? Potentially. But I'm also going to stay real, that I still think these are desperate last-minute signings, not our A-lister targets, not the targets that Unai Emery set out from the start wanting, nor Monchi, and we've had to take the best of a bad picks. Loan deals, not permanent deals, and they're not technically Unai Emery players. Until they become permanent signings, they're not Unai players. We're still playing in a world with a lot of Steven Gerrard, Dean Smith signings. When are we going to embed Unai Emery signings? That's the big thing for me. We're relying on loan deals. Yes, there's an obligation to buy this time with Harvey Elliott, and let's hope it's a good price as well, and not one we're going to have our pants pulled down on. But lots of questions to be asked. Still, the clock is ticking. Still think Villa are looking for that backup number 9. Still think Villa are going to look for one more addition. But I think the biggest talking point is Emi Martinez. What a clown. What a disgrace. The bloke has shot himself in the foot. And I'm going to be real. Do I have sympathy for him? Absolutely zero. Zero. He gave his cards away by crying against Tottenham. He gave his cards away. That said everything for me to know that he was setting himself up for this big move. I don't know which other club is looking for a number 1 goalkeeper in Europe right now. I think no one. I think there's no club that is going to take his fancy. He wants European football. He wants Champions League football, Europa League football. He won't not play in Europe. He's got a World Cup year coming up. That's even more danger for Emi Martinez now. If he gets ousted at Aston Villa, he's got a World Cup year. What is he going to do? If I'm Marco Bizot as well, just to finalise on this before I wrap up this video, if I'm Marco Bizot, I'm knocking on Unai Emery's door and saying, listen, I'm here to play for Villa. I've made that clear. I signed for you because I want to play. Emi Martinez has showed he doesn't want to be here. I've done all right in my first couple of games as an Aston Villa goalkeeper. You dare start him over me. Show me some loyalty now, like I showed you loyalty. That's what I'd say if I was Marco Bizot. Show me some loyalty like I showed you loyalty. I chose you. Even though Emi Martinez was there, I still chose you. Gave up my first team goalkeeper spot from the club that he signed from. And here I am. I know it's sunny. I know the heat gets to my head sometimes. But let's see. As I said, been an interesting few hours. Let's see what the next couple involve. As always, people, your support on the channel is always greatly appreciated. And I would love to hear your thoughts on this one. I'm out of here. Ta-da.